All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Gainwell. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield. And
the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll run with Dowdle. Yeah. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Second and a yard. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They run on the jet sweep. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
Brandon Aubrey came on for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. On play action, he'll set up to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by Bowers. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Dak going to run with it himself.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will dive into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Gainwell. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take. Here's 2nd and 6. On that one, it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. start out here with an option to the left. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run here with Gainwell. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. We'll get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.